Let me tell you what is EduMoon in the first place. EduMoon is a student-friendly group for all the branches of engineering students. You can discuss or share your problems and doubts related to engineering students. It is a one-stop solution for the students who want to achieve enhancement in their student career. It offers various internship opportunities to aspiring students and conduct webinars which can make people get aware of their career opportunities. So it's a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome the guests who are present here in this webinar. And I'm so glad to take an opportunity to invite our professor, Dr. S. Palamsetti Garu, from the Department of Computer Science and Systems Engineering in Andhra University. He is well known for his work and innovative initiatives as a professor. He established Internet of Things laboratories. He also have 35 plus years of teaching experience. He also put efforts for establishing cybersecurity for Center for Defense, studying for training Army and Navy and Air Force. Moreover, he established Center for Music Therapy. He organized the workshops to faculty of various institutions as a coordinator for Center of Technical Education. He also developed an M-Hotspot to access internet, that is software device for hardware devices. The schedule of the webinar will focus on the topic National Education Policy. It will include more issues to address the full aspects of National Education Policy, NEP. So I'm requesting Dr. Palamsetti sir to come up onto the stage and enlighten us with his words.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Professor.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Professor,
He is a well-known
your audio is
professor
not in
and
quality.
knowledge person in Indian Academy. He is a VC of Central Tribal University of AP, Vijayanagaram, and he was the former VC of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University. He has been working for the long time on the uplift of SC, BC, and ST communities. He likes to roam over the country to study the problems faced by ordinary person. He is a executive council member for many universities and organizations. So now, and he is a member for implementing the national educational policy. He has identified the dots, gaps, and semantic gaps in education system so that to how to enhance the quality of education to global standards. So that he is developed 4 verticals in higher education system for granting and funding and regulation and accreditation. And he plays a vital role for implementing the national education policy to enhance the quality of education and allowing the foreign universities to establish in India to not to migrate to foreign countries. Now the education system is at present the system is changes from 10 plus 2 to 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. That is the main role of the national education policy. I thank you for giving this opportunity and hand over to Gayatri. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let me invite our chief guest for this day. On behalf of my college, I welcome our chief guest, Professor Tejashvi Venkappa Katimani, sir, the Vice Chancellor of Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh. He is a renowned personality in the field of literature and higher education. He established himself a well-known figure in literature, well-versed in creative writing with a social commitment, has produced many literary works of high quality in different forms of literature. His contributions are very high as a critic and as a translator. Literature for him is the most powerful medium to unite people and elaborate the real social scenario, which makes people to think, struggle, and be culturally aware. As a translator, T.V. Kathmani sir has translated many literary and non-literary texts from Kannada to Hindi, Hindi to Kannada, Gujarati to Kannada, and English to Hindi. So while translating, he also is inclined in the study of comparative literature with a view to show the Indianness and composite culture spread by writings of different Indian languages. Born into a deprived tribal family in Koppal district of Karnataka, Professor Kathimani has lived his young life with challenges. In most dire situations, he never felt hopeless, but fought with the same courage and learned the ways of life which came into his. These experiences taught him to think about the people of deprived class of the society and tried to help him in overcoming these agonies. At an early age, he worked for them, he fought for them, and he made more significant steps to help them. A professor is a person of characters. He is a hard worker. Honesty and farsightedness made him a man of action, which made him gradually a legend, who is continuously working for common people of India. He started his career with an aim to improve himself as an educationist with an open mind. His labor and passion gave him immense recognition throughout India. As an educationist, creative writer, translator, and of course, a great thinker. He's a man with a golden heart who is currently serving as a first vice chancellor, and also he was former vice chancellor of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, Amarnatak, Madhya Pradesh, and has been awarded Karnataka Rajyotsav Award, the second highest civilian award in Karnataka, for his remarkable contribution towards higher education. Among his Professor Kathimani's latest achievements, reflecting his overall body of work, is being motivated as the member of a National Steering Committee formed by the Ministry of Education on September 21st, 2021, for the purpose of National Curriculum Framework Development. Professor Kathmani sir is a teacher with excellence who teaches his pupils not to work to satisfy others, but to work to satisfy yourself. He does not preach, but sets an example by his thoughts, attitude, and works. He is a true educationist. He is a member of New Educational Policy of India and has contributed immensely. He is keen on educating the tribal and deprived youth. I wish this webinar enlightens all and provides with approaches to deal with the problems of tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you very much. Andariki namaskaramu. Good morning to you all. I know our state, AP, is known for its language, culture, food, and festivities. We are in the doorstep of Sankranti. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Venkat Krishna, Edumoon, to conduct such a important event on this day. Professor S. Pallam Shettigaru, who is heading Department of CSE in a prestigious university, Andhra University. It is university of all of us, who is chairing the session. Venkat, a driving force of all our youths. Gayatri and other colleagues, professors, teachers, research scholars, entrepreneurs, startup guys, and my friends. It's always a great pleasure to be with young people. Modi ji, our Honorable Prime Minister, always talks about our young generation. Education, national education policy addresses the young minds of India. Why we are all talking about youngsters only? Why not we are talking about elders, age-old people? Why we are started talking about women, transgenders, Dalits, Adivasis, minorities, backward classes, and women? It's because everybody's participation in the development of nation is important. Earlier, it was not there. Yes, it was not there. In STEM education, why young women are, after a certain period, disappears? Why tribes once joins IITs, IIMs, ISERs, but within a year, why they drop out themselves without force from anybody, outsider? Why their insiding force, the force from insider, why it is not pushing them into go into the details of IITs, ISERs and NITs, central universities, research institutes of higher level? NEP talks about these things. NEP's main focus, as we all know, mother tongue education, education in Indian languages, education in Indian languages. A Korakut tribe should have their education in their own or mother tongue. Savara, a big tribe of this part of India, they have their own language and even script. And we, as part of our state Andhra Pradesh, are part of our state Odisha, part of our state Chhattisgarh, it is our duty to make them be happy with their own textbooks, which will be in Savara, which will be in other tribe, Bunda tribe languages. Even a Telugu girl from Paderu wants to join particular university to pursue her BSc, pursue her MSc, pursue her BSc Artificial Intelligence. The major hurdle will be language, English language. We all know, not only me, everybody knows that in many Western countries, English is not the language of medium. English is not even lingua franca. It is not lingua franca. People will not connect through English. They will connect through their own languages. So, our ancestors, they have created a false thing that English has a richness. English has a heritage of knowledge system. Actually, Indian knowledge is, in Indian languages we have, they are heritage streams. Sanskrit is a, center of languages, center of, culture, center of music, center of science, mathematics. Not only that, even Telugu is a center of music, center of knowledge, center of mathematics, center of Veda, center of Upanishad, Mahabharata, Ramayana. NEP talks about the highness of Indian languages, the richness of Indian languages, the inherent capacities of Indian languages like Telugu, like Lepcha tribal language, Himalayan Lepcha tribal language. Yesterday I had a long, day-long meeting with Lepcha tribal people. This language, because of only one NGO, 18 people from 18 countries, they started pursuing course in Lepcha. Now, IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, is planning to have one certificate course, one diploma course in Lepcha language. Days will come. IGNOU will start a course on Sawara language, Bonda tribe. Even the language of women, the language of men who are working in the field, the language of men who are working in the office like me and you people, the men who are working in fields, paddy fields, the men who are working with their herds of cow and buffalo, their languages are different. The first generation learners has to be taken care according to NEP. Women, first time in the education policy of our country, there are two major groups, that is women and transgender. Why NEP talks about women? Women education, quality education, women's strengths, inherent strengths, women, the DNA of women, the art of making culinary, the strength of women is inherited in Indian skills. NEP talks about neighborhood skills. NEP coined a word, neighborhood skills. What is that neighborhood skills? The skills which are available around Vijayanagaram. The skills which are foolproof skills, which are being used centuries in and nearby Visakhapatnam, nearby Srisailam. And our education system never cared for these neighborhood skills. Preparation of mango jelly is a wonderful science, is a wonderful technique, it is a wonderful technology, it is engineering. Only I am talking about mango jelly. It is science, it is technology, it is a wonderful knowledge system. But whether any textbook speaks about the process of mango jelly, maybe in Telugu, maybe in Tamil, maybe in my mother tongue Kannada, maybe in tribal languages? No, because we have been trained. Again, I would like to say, we have been trained rigorously not to talk about you, not to talk about your mother, not to talk about your father, not to talk about your nani, not to talk about grandma, not to talk about your grandfather. You have to talk about England. You have to talk about America. You have to talk about the legacy of America. You have to talk about the legacy of England, legacy of technology of German people. But NEP talks about we teachers, we educators, we scientists, technocrats has to recycle our mindset. We have to reset our mindset for good things, for big things, for deep things, for vivid things. We need not to see towards European countries. We need not to see about overseas countries. We need to see ourselves. We need to see our villages. We need to see our kitchen managed by my mother. We need to see medicine, our own medicinal system of the tribes who are there in Araku Valley. We need to see how our neighborhood skills are more scientific. Neighborhood skills are more environment friendly. The process of cashew nut in Palasa and many areas, one can see very less threat to environment because people are working with, women are working with the process. Machines are not working with the process of cashew nut. NEP talks about not only we need to talk about bother ourselves about environment, how this cashew nut of this rich state, why it is only packaged and sent to some other states, why it has not been turned into commodities, ready to eat commodities. See, here it is the duty of the technocrats, it is the duty of scientists, it is the duty of computer scientists like Professor Pallam Shetty. We need to discuss, we need to talk, our classroom discussion, deliberations, our textbooks has to include why our neighborhood toys is being prepared here and sent to foreign countries. But why these toys, Koya Bomalo, these toys are not there in our family showcase. See, these Koya Bomalo are being used, who are prepared in Andhra Pradesh, are being used in French families, French houses. They are being decorated in France of France homes, France families, their drawing rooms. So you may be feeling, why this Vice Chancellor is talking about our neighborhood skills? Because neighborhood skills will give the best skill education. Neighborhood skills will give us the best environmental industrial activities. Our central government has announced one skill for one district. For Vijayanagaram, Kunduru Khadi. So why these? Kunduru Khadi, as you all know, Mahatma Gandhiji was attracted by the quality, fine texture of Kunduru Khadi. He has sent his son to Punduru to work with the people and study and learn the technique and produce Punduru like khadi in other part of country. May I ask you all, my friends, whether our textbooks, at least in Telugu, at least in Hindi, at least in English, at least in government schools, at least in English schools, high schools, this Punduru Khadi, about Punduru Khadi lesson is included. The fine texture of Punduru Khadi is being never introduced in classroom teaching, engineering teaching, polytechnic teaching, science teaching, arts teaching. No. NEP talks about what I'm talking. It is only because of NEP. NEP talks about, yes, we need to teach our children in their own mother tongue, because they will be very much happy with their mother tongue education. And as it is, by virtue of practice, by virtue of passion, children will learn English, children will learn Hindi, children may learn Odia, Oriya, children may learn Tamil, Telugu, and even Kannada or Marathi. Being an Indian, we know, at least we know 3 languages. 3 languages. Automatically we will come to know 3 languages. Tribes knows more than 3, because their mother tongue, it is Savara, but their state language is Telugu. They know even Oriya, they know Chhattisgarhi. You see the strengths of people who never seen the face of school. The science temperament of people is very high, who has never seen the face of the school. They never have been taught in schools. They have been taught and trained in fields. They have been taught and trained in environment. They have been taught and trained in society. Once I have seen one boy in Visakhapatnam market with a small table of 2 by 2. He was standing on the roadside with a table that he was repairing phones, repairing laptops. So I have gone to talk to him. He is BSc first year failed. The boy, BSc first year failed, who is repairing the #1 laptop of the world. I asked him, how you learned this techniques? He said, sir, I worked with a technician who is having a shop of repair shop of laptops and computers. After 1 year, I left job and I am working here on road. Without investing, I am earning minimum 1,000 rupees per day. This is India. There is one Hindi word called Jugaad. This is Jugaad knowledge system. NEP talks about a boy who is studying Telugu as a major can take minor subject as English, minor subject as anthropology, minor subject as computer science, minor subject as chemistry. Today, it's not possible. Last year, it was not possible. Today, it's possible. It's possible only when a VC will be very serious. A principal of an engineering college will be very serious, then only it's possible. If a teacher is very serious, then only it's possible. challenges of implementation of NEP 2020 is the mindset of we teachers. Because we think, or we have been trained by our teachers, we have been trained by society, we have been trained by our academia that Mr. Katimani, you are a professor of Hindi, you have to talk about only Hindi. You should not talk about English. You should not talk about Telugu. You should not talk about Adikavi Nannaya. You should not talk about Arku coffee. You should not talk about black pepper, which is being produced by tribes of Arku, Paderu. This is how these man-made compartments, in fact, I should, correct it. Academicians made compartments. It is not made by common people, not made by rich people, not made by poor people, only made by big academicians. Because an agriculturist is a practitioner of horticulture, practitioner of he's growing vegetables, he's growing imli, he's growing honeybee also. He's taking care of buffalo, he's taking care of cow, he's taking care of goat. But according to our modern science, he has to, for his goats, he has to go to Animal Husbandry University. For his flowers, he has to go to Horticulture University. For paddy, he has to go to Agriculture University. For his honey, he has to go to Fruit Processing University. These things made by our big scientists. These things, the knowledge has been divided by all of us. I am one of culprits. NEP has said no division of knowledge. Please come out from your silos according to NEP. NEP says, come out from your silos. Come out from your limitations. Come down from your ivory towers that we are very special people, nothing doing. Yea, a boy, never seen the face of the school, unable to write his own mother tongue Telugu. He is the best animal husbandry expert, doctor, marketing expert, more than I am. How? It is only because of his passion, only because of his love towards his own work. According to him, work is worship. According to us, preaching is worship. NEP talks about stop preaching. Stop preaching. We have done maximum damage to the Indian society, damage to the mindset of our youngsters that preaching is work. No, preaching is not work. Doing from hands is work. Gandhiji, in the year 1930, he said, knowledge and work should go together. In his Nai Talim, he said, knowledge and work should go together. Why knowledge and work should go together? Because knowledge is most important for all of us. Yes, as we all know now, knowledge, because of knowledge, we are ruling the world. But without work, so these knowledge and work hand in hand should go together. Our present education system, including engineering system, including science, education, including polytechnic, education, including agriculture education, is not up to the mark because we never included, considered work on hands is important. One, it's your experience also, not only mine. Why agriculture graduates are striving for bank jobs? Why agriculture graduates with having their own land, and their land is enough available in India for contract agriculture, contract horticulture, contract floriculture, aquaculture, hydroculture. Why our agriculture scientists are youngsters, girls, boys? Why they are after jobs, petty jobs? It is because they feel government job is secured. You work or you don't work. Salary is secure. And at the same time, promotion is secure. At the same time, job security is secure. Thanks to pandemic, thanks to the future of uncertainty of the world, that NEP has now come down. It is telling us that no, the agriculture scientist, the horticulture scientist, animal husbandry scientist, engineering graduates must be ready to handle pana and pakkad. They must be able to repair their own bicycle, repair their own bullock cart, repair their own tractor, repair, even we are unable to make our change of our punctured wheel of our own car. But we are all engineers, we are all technicians, we are all, doctors. NEP talks about these are the challenges. These are the challenges, especially these challenges are a change of mindset of our own teachers. We have to change our mindset. As being a teacher, I told the August House, I am a professor of Hindi. I completed my education from first standard to completion of my degree in my mother tongue Kannada. Hindi for me was a foreign language. English definitely is a foreign language. But I learned. As you learned, I learned, as many people of India is very good in English and very good in Hindi, very good in Telugu, very good in other languages. So I request you all, especially teachers, especially research scholars, especially who are going to become teachers, we have to ready to teach everything. We have to ready to learn everything, and we have to ready to teach everything. And at the same time, we must be ready to work from hands. We must be ready to make our hands dirty. Because without working, without going into land, without teaching the students that we should work, without I am working, how students will believe my words? We all know our young generation are smarter than any smart professor. Because what we are teaching as very smart guys, as smart professors, it is already available in internet. And these guys, students, young generation, they have wonderful Android phones already available in their hands. And they have wonderful communication. They have attached themselves to, WhatsApp University. Facebook University. They are very active in Twitter and other social media. So we need to change our mindset. Even, and second point is change of mindset of even parents. Even parents, I was maybe 15 days back, I was talking to our newcomers of our students online. After a while, I asked them to, you can ask questions. A girl asked me, who has entered into our BCom course. She said, "Sir, what about placements?" She asked me, "What about placements?" I said, "No placements from our university." Then she said, "How then, sir?" I said, you are the placement officer of your own. You must be capable to sell your knowledge system. You must be capable to sell your own working skills, communication skills, making toys, making food, making another skills. She was puzzled. Everybody was started asking, "Sir, without placement, sell placements, how we can?" I said, "No spoon feeding from tribal university. We will tell you how to graze. We will show you the land where you can sow, where you can get ragi, where you can get paddy, and how you can make paddy into rice, how you have to make your own food, sambar, dal." Students afterwards, they started opening, and they said, "Yes, this is also good method, sir." I said, "This is the only good method." One, actually, central universities or big universities, private universities, state universities, they are known for their buildings, magnificent buildings, magnificent, labs, wonderful, ultra-modern labs. But we all know an institution, an university should not be known for her buildings, should be known for her resourceful teachers. Resourceful teachers are universities. Resourceful teachers are the best institutions. Even though they doesn't have classrooms, labs, nothing doing. It is not a big problem. Rabindranath Tagore has started his best university under the trees. So we teachers are the most important factors, most important dimensions of implementation of NEP 2020. We might not be having labs. We may not be having, even a teacher need not to be good in English. Teacher should be good in his knowledge, in her capacity of understanding the knowledge system, because understand the knowledge system, understand Andhra Pradesh, to understand India, to understand poverty, to understand tribes, to understand Dalits, to understand women, transgender, we need to know, because Indian students are heterogeneous. Students of India is not from a single religion, single linguistic background, single economic background, single color background. All colors are available in Indian schools. Not a single sex, not a single skill families. So we being teachers, we need to understand this heterogeneity of our classroom. We must be able to know, being a, maybe we may be gents, we must be able to know what is women. The difficulty of a girl student, the difficulty of a tribal student, the difficulty of a poor boy, farmer's boy, the difficulty of a girl who is coming to university from 9 kilometers walking, 10 kilometers walking, a boy who is attending engineering college, before coming here, he will sell newspaper and come down here. She will make idli to sell from his father and come to university, college, high school. If we teachers are ready to become mother, ready to become father, ready to become out of our caste barriers, linguistic barriers, sexual barriers, political barriers, there will be no challenge at all for implementation of NEP 2020. Krishna Garu, I will stop here. Thank you very much. And President Saab is there, and all young guys are here. They can ask questions, or they can upgrade my knowledge by putting their inputs. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Gayatri.
Thank you, sir. It was such an wonderful webinar, sir. So we have some questions to be answered from the audience, sir. And we picked up some question, and it says like, as an engineering student, what is the role of engineering in the new educational policy, sir? Is there any changes we've been going
Yes,
through?
that's great. Now, engineering students can take 1 or 2 papers from music, 1 or 2 papers from social science, 1 or 2 papers, even, a civil engineering student, if they opt Indian heritage of buildings, Indian heritage of irrigation system. These Indian heritages are connected with the civil engineering only. So definitely our student, because now the syllabus is monotonous. Syllabus sometimes never updated according to the today's challenges. We need to upgrade our syllabus every day. I'm trying to make our university syllabus unwritten. Only syllabus frameworks will be given to students and teachers. Teachers and students are free to study anything. Engineering education is in crossroads, because not only engineering, medical education is in crossroads, engineering education is crossroads, computer science education in crossroads, because you have a big challenge that your only 20 to 25% graduates are employable. Another 75% you have to make them employable. I ask you all, why after graduation, BTech, why you are sending your students for a higher training? Is it not possible to make them training in the first year itself? Let them take work on hands. I'm a father of two children. If I would like to make my children to work hard, I have to work hard. If a teacher is able to work from her hands, definitely students will follow. Thank you, Gayatri.
Thank you, sir. And there are some more questions from the audience.
Yes.
Let me call upon Rahul.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's been a great privilege and honor to me to interact with you, sir. Such a dynamic person and wonderful, extraordinary Indian academician. Myself, assistant professor from the Department of CSC, and I'm a research scholar of our senior professor of Department of CSC, Professor Pallam Setti, sir. Thank you, sir. And my question is, what is the role of UGC related to NEP 2020, sir?
The role of UGC in the implementation of NEP,
yes, sir,
is very much limited.
Sir.
The chairman of UGC, the secretary of UGC, the members of UGC every day thinking, tomorrow UGC will be here or not. But today they are here. Today they are here. And they are trying to create a national debate on many other aspects of NEP. This is the role of them. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, thank you, Rahulji. Gayatri, if you don't mind, sorry for the interference. So, if any of the audience wanted to interact with the Professor Kattimaniji, so please go to the participants and there the raise hand option so that we'll get to know that you wanted to interact with him. So now I request Rasagna.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us today, sir. I am Rasagna, a student of Andhra University from Civil Engineering, sir. My question is, how will the NEP impact on school education, sir?
Yes, thank you, Rasagna. It's a wonderful question. NEP is very much serious about school education. 1 to 6, education should be given in mother tongue. Pre-primary education, for pre-primary education, it is only activity-based education. No textbooks, no classroom teaching, no classroom debate, no lecture, only activity-based. Learning through playing, learning while playing, learning through games only. And after 6th standard, in every textbook, in Telugu textbook, in sociology textbook, in political science, civics textbook, in English textbook, in chemistry textbook, somewhere skill part must be there. Play part must be there. Music part must be there. Indian medicinal system part must be there. Indian festivities, for example, Sankranti must be there. Deepavali must be there. Other festivals should enter into textbooks, and teachers should take these things very seriously, that students, everyday students should be attracted towards their society, their neighborhood skills, their agriculture, horticulture, towards their background, towards their cows, towards their sheep and goats, towards their pottery, towards their blacksmithery, towards their goldsmithery. By once in primary education itself, textbooks are talking about water bodies, Charu, our rivers, our Godavari, our Araku coffee, textbooks are talking about, teachers are talking about, definitely students, they will be having a grasping power, most very strong grasping power, attraction power. Yes, our Arco coffee, wild coffee, our Arco wild honey is the best honey. Our Arco coffee, the best coffee. Why? Tatas are not selling Arco coffee. He will mail, he will write a letter, she will ask Tatas. By doing so, Arco coffee will get international market. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rasagna. Now I request Hemant Arlagadda. Hemant, please ask direct question. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you for the wonderful lecture on NPE, sir. My name is Hemant. My question is about how can we implement NPE in such a way that so we can practically learn a thing where we have less resources. So, for example, in our science textbooks, when I'm studying, the new textbooks have printed in which they have given many experiments, but we can't do the experiment because we don't have any materials to do those experiments. But many of us interested in it. How can we solve that, sir?
Hemant, thank you. Yes, you are right. But you have a way. Now, online virtual lab classes are available plenty. They are free. They are free. Government of India through MHRD, MOE and IGNOU, we have produced many online practical classes. You can go to them. It is a last resort. First, you try to convince your teacher, professor, your head of the department, your principal, your vice chancellor, your headmaster, that you please create infrastructure. So all teachers will ask for creation of infrastructure. Government, AP government is not giving funds. Government of India is not giving funds. Right. Government of AP, they have their other challenges also. Government of India, Modi ji, he has other challenges also. Either Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu is facing another challenges also. Being a vice chancellor, being a principal, being a headmaster, being a director, we can create our own spaces. We can create our own financial resources, as Andhra University vice chancellor has done. He has, I'm told by somebody, this year his CSR funds has gone up to 18 crores. So, luckily we Vijayanagaram people, Visakhapatnam people, East, Godavari, belt people, or seaside people, you will be happy to know, Hemant. We have, Andhra people, we have 974 kilometers of seashore. Second highest long seashore in India. First is Gujarat. So seashore activities are available. Digging of petroleum for petroleum mines. Everything is going on. We academicians, academic administrators should be ready to fetch money from CSR, fetch money from our MPs, fetch money from our MLAs, entrepreneurs, donors. By doing so, by involving parents association for building infrastructure, we can make wonders. Hemant, it is not possible from a single day. It is only possible from 365 into 20. You, your father, mother, your teacher, your headmaster, your principal, your director, your vice chancellor, your MLA, your MP, donors of our neighborhood. If we strongly joins our hands, definitely Andhra, definitely our Telugu society will create many more wonders to be here and serve our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Sai Puvala.
Yes, sir.
Sai, please ask that question.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, thank you for your wonderful words, sir. This is one of the best webinar that I attended. Myself, P. Sai Krishna, sir, from Mechanical, Andhra University. My question is that my friends, I have seen so many of my friends that they got about 980, I think so, out of 1000 in plus 12, that is in 12th standard, but they didn't crack the JEE. And I'm seeing my seniors too who passed from mechanical engineering and cannot even repair their own vehicles. What a mechanic can do without any engineering certificate. I think what is the problem between our studies, sir?
Sai,
Sir.
you are right. And you are very much right to recognize the suffering.
Yes, sir.
The solution is so simple. Engineering, at least in the first stage, engineering education, engineering syllabus, engineering colleges, universities, BTechs, IITs, NITs should make their syllabus only for 50%. Another 50% work-based, hand-based, laboratory-based. So your question, your answer is here. If we change the syllabus, to change, we need to change the mindset of us.
Yes, sir.
If we teachers are ready to change the mindset, and our parents must be ready to accept the change of the teachers, because our society has been trained not to work, only to sit on chair with computer, with laptop, with book and lecture and tell the people to work. Whether I am working or not, no, doesn't matter. I have to tell the people to work. This culture should go. No, I need not to tell the people to work. I should, if I should work, people will also work. People will also follow me.
Thank you. It was a good question. Now I request Prabhu Vikas, and it is the last question. Prabhu Vikas will ask a direct question.
Hello, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Sir, I would like to know that there's a controversy regarding mother tongue in
Yes,
Andhra Pradesh,
please.
sir. So, what will be the role of mother tongue in the new policy, sir?
Dear, mother tongue has been the utmost importance in NEP 2020. What your earlier friend Sai Pula was talking about, why our students or engineering graduates are unable to work after getting degree. There is another dimension that they will get degree, but in their 3 years course of education, they might not unable to understand the lectures of their teachers, because their lectures were in English. Their teachers are from foreign return. So if engineering classroom debates will be hybrid mode. Hybrid mode. What is that hybrid mode? It should be in English, 50%, 50% in Telugu. 50% in Telugu. Then our students, we are not neglecting English because 50% is English already. Out of classroom, it is English already. Even in examination, I request the August House, at least 1 year, make one this thing, see that allow the students to write their examination in hybrid mode of language. One answer, he may write half in English, half in Telugu. Or one answer, he will write full in English, full in Telugu. What is going wrong? Nothing going wrong. Allow them to express themselves. We are not allowing, we means our education system never allowed students, never allowed our children to express themselves. Thank you.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Indeed, it was a wonderful session. So due to short span of time, we could not take much more questions. So before requesting Gayatri for the vote of thanks, let me tell you one point for the audience. So when we requested Katimaniji 3 days or 4 days ago, he was unwell. But when we requested, he immediately accepted and you can go ahead. So it shows his commitment and dedication to serve the society. So I have seen many academicians across the country, but he is one of the dynamic academicians that I can tell on the record. So, and I also thanks Professor Pallam Shetty Garu for supporting this session. So now I request Gayatri for giving formal vote of thanks. Hand over to Gayatri.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was such a wonderful webinar, sir. And thank you, sir, for present to this webinar and answer our audience questions. Even you are unwell, sir. And it was a great and such a fantastic webinar from the team at EduMoon too. So thank you, sir, for attending this webinar. And thank you, Pallam Shetty, sir, for organizing this event and giving me this great opportunity. And thank you, the team at EduMoon, for this great webinar. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna Garu. Thank you, Professor Pallam Shetty Garu. Namaskar, Andy. Namaskar.